Hey guys, hello and welcome to another video of this set of videos I'm making. My name is Vincent and today marks the end of week 9 of my attempt to break the record of most films seen in a cinema in 1 year. And I don't remember I don't know how many films I saw this week. I just know that now I am at 132 films, and this week has been pretty good. I saw a lot of good films, classics especially. I saw Rear Window by Alfred Hitchcock, which I already saw before, but it was a great thing to see it in theaters. Then I also saw for the first time Fellini's Italian film called 8½, which it's a great classic, great film, a masterpiece said by some. It was interesting, beautifully shot. Marcello Mastroianni, Claudia Cardinale and all other actors were great in it, but it was a bit confusing at times, I have to admit. So still great film. I enjoyed it. But I also saw The Departed by Martin Scorsese, which isn't a classic per se yet, at least, but it was nice to see it, especially since the Christine 21 cinema I go to in Paris also screened at the same time a film called Infernal Affairs, which is a Chinese film which is the basis of The Departed, which was only a remake of this Chinese film. So it was great to see. Last week I think I saw Infernal Affairs, and this week I saw The Departed, so it was nice to see the differences between those two films. And if you haven't seen Infernal Affairs, I highly recommend seeing it. Infernal Affairs, then The Departed, or vice versa. It's very interesting to see both films, because even though they have the same storyline, there are some differences that change, are added, are subtracted. It's a great film. Check it out. But I also saw new films, new releases, French films, which were horrendous. Not gonna name them, but they were horrendous. Saw them. And I also saw an American film called, I don't know if you've heard about this, it's called Alien Covenant by Ridley Scott. Great film. It hasn't come out in the United States, I think, but I'm not gonna spoil anything. It's a very entertaining film. I remember seeing Prometheus, which it's a sequel of, and I know I didn't understand it much, and I didn't think it was very great, but Alien Covenant is awesome. It's very entertaining. It's a great tie-in between Prometheus and Alien, because even though it's an pure origin story of the alien, it still ties into Prometheus and picks up on on the mythology that was established in Prometheus, and continues it and kind of ends it, and brings a lot of new elements to it. But still has the feel of the original Alien and Aliens. So it was a great mixture of those two films, and I highly recommend seeing it, knowing that the only tidbit I would have on this film is that they use a little bit too much of CGI, especially regarding the baby alien. So if you will, in my opinion, there's a bit of a continuity, that's the word I'm looking for. Continuity issue regarding the baby alien. And a friend of mine pointed out that there's also sort of, still going with continuity, a sort of issue regarding the times of when the alien is supposed to have been created, and what they say in Alien. It's been a while since I watched Alien. Actually, it's been a while. It was 3 weeks ago, I think, but I already forgot the issue. Check it out anyway. Tell me if you see any problem regarding the storyline and the basis of timelines and origins. But and what you thought about it. I'd be very interested to know. Next week, I'm going to see King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, and to be honest, I wasn't excited to see this film. The first trailers were horrendous in my opinion, but I saw the last trailers then in theaters, and it got me pretty hooked. It was well put together, and the reviews haven't been awful. So I'm curious to see what it brings. And while all of my colleagues, or most of my work colleagues, are going to be at the film festival, the Cannes Film Festival in the south of France, I'm going to go to another film festival here in Paris. I'm going to be probably the only one who's going. It's a Chinese film festival, so I'm going to see about 10 Chinese films this week, and I'll tell you more next week. So this is it for today. Let me know what you thought of Alien Covenant and any other film that I probably have seen if it's a French release. And until then, I wish you a very good week. Salut!